All right, here's the deal. You've probably heard from a million different places. You got to be consistent with content. You got to stay in front of people. You can't ghost. All those things, right? And maybe you've tried that. Maybe you've posted and you just didn't get a lot of engagement, or your audience isn't growing, or you're not turning those people into customers. And ultimately what ends up happening is you kind of get to the point where you're like, I don't know what to post. So you're staring at Canva and it looks beautiful, but maybe you don't know exactly what to post or what to record, whether it's reels or carousels or whatever. In today's episode, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do, what type of content to create, how to come up with new post ideas, even if you have a small following. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Kim & Co YouTube channel. My name is Chris. Excited for you guys to be here today. Let's go ahead and jump into it, starting with number one, which is to find 3 to 5 brand models. Now, what the heck is a brand model? All right, so let's explain what that is. Basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna find 3 to 5 people, preferably in your space. So if you sell makeup products, you kind of want to find similar brands in cosmetics as closely related to your audience as possible. And the reason being is that you want to find the opportunity that already exists in the market. And the best way to do that is to find people that are already serving in that market, right? So what you want to find then is, how are people engaging with them? What type of content are they putting out? Are they active on Instagram, but they're not active on other platforms? Are they focused on Pinterest, or are they doing vlogs or YouTube? Where's the majority of their effort? Because the reality is this: most of these companies, they've got a bigger marketing budget than you do, more than likely. And so they've done a lot of time and arduous research, and they've probably spent a lot of money and failed a lot to figure out what resonates with your market, with the people that you're trying to serve. Now, from those brand models, you're gonna find out, man, people are really resonating when they talk about X or when they talk about Y. So it's not just format, it's also the type of content that people are posting or the topics that they're discussing. And more importantly, as a pro tip, like I said, you can also check out the comments on those posts. Read what people are saying in the YouTube comments. Read what they're saying on the comments to their reels. Maybe even engage with some of those people, not to pitch your stuff, just to learn more and inquire about what it is they're seeking. If they're saying things like, I wish you covered this, or I'm so glad you talked about that, look for those trends and look for what people are discussing, because those might give you relevant terms that you can discuss. And I'm gonna tell you how to tie that together here in just a second and take it to the next level. All right, number 2 is gonna be join specific groups on the internet to immerse yourself in the market. Now, many people don't necessarily do this, and so this is a huge growth hack for you that I feel like a lot of people don't take advantage of, but join Facebook groups in your space. Anytime I get into a new market or I'm trying to sell a new product, I always go to see what are the relevant Facebook groups or whatever platform that offers groups, but let's specifically focus on Facebook groups. So I'll focus on a Facebook group, and here's the deal. If it's relevant to my space, and let's say I see one of my brand models talking about X, whatever that topic entails. Inside of that Facebook group, you can actually go to the search browser, not the main search browser, but the one inside the group, type in that key search term, and it'll actually pull up every single post or every comment to a post that was relevant for that specific search query. So what you can see is real conversations in real time from real users around your specific niche, your specific genre, or what it is that you sell, whether it's a product or a service. This is gonna give you insight that literally is, people would pay for this kind of stuff in market research back in the day. You have access to it for free, and some of these groups can range as high as 50, 100 plus 1,000 people. So try to find one that's not too large, but one that's big enough for you to get a good sample size. And again, the key here is full immersion and engagement. A lot of people think marketing is artsy fartsy creative time, and that's true. But the reality is this: the artsy creative stuff comes on the back of good research and good data. So marketing is a science first, and then you bring the art in to make it over the top in terms of how you uniquely present your content and your information. So emulate first and then innovate with your creativity. But once you know what's actually happening in your market, and there's no better place to find that out than Facebook groups and or the first one I mentioned, which was following those brand models. And then step number 3, and again, this is all linear, so you can do all these in conjunction with one another. But step number 3 is gonna be to test your research on various platforms like Ubersuggest, vidIQ, or even just starting to type into Google. So let's say you're a chiropractor, for example. Literally just start typing into Google or YouTube, is chiropractic? And then look at all of the search queries that pop up underneath that on Google or YouTube. Those are real search queries. That's not just random suggestions from YouTube or Google. It's suggestions based upon what real people in the real world are searching. And as mentioned, if you want to take it to the next level, as a pro tip, consider tools like Ubersuggest. They even have a free level. Or look at the extension of vidIQ, TubeBuddy, Google Trends. These are amazing tools where you can say, you know, this sounds like a really good topic. Let's see how many people are actually searching for that. And you may find, awesome, there's super validity there. It is one that's being searched. On Uber Suggest, maybe it tells you, this is great. There's not a lot of competition for that particular search term. Perfect. Now you know the type of content to create, whether that's long form content for your website or YouTube, or even just micro content for social media. But if you do those three, I can almost promise you, no matter how big your audience is, once you start connecting with relevant content that speaks to them, you'll see that audience grow. And most importantly, you're gonna start to see those followers become customers of your business because you're speaking a language that you know they're speaking and that you know there's adequate people looking for because you've tested it with data with the various tools that I've mentioned. Now, if you love this topic, if you love what we've gotten started here today, know that this is just the beginning. And I'm gonna invite you to check out a link that I'm including below here in the description. This is a product that Kim released called the Content Starter Kit. Everything that you need if you are a newbie with a small audience to get going and doing it the right way. You're actually in a really advantageous position being where you are, maybe with a smaller audience, because you can start doing things right. You don't find out in 6 months, oh my gosh, I ruined my social media platform because I did black hat things or I just didn't put my best foot forward. It's best to start now early and doing things the right way. We're gonna teach you more of what we discussed today, but also some other pro tips that we didn't have time to cover, all inside of that Content Starter Kit. That link is included below. Before you guys leave, don't forget to like this video. It helps us with the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel for more information like this. Hit the bell for notifications. And in the comments below, tell us, what are you currently doing for content? Is that your situation? And what is your biggest takeaway from today's video? See you guys in the next one.